What's up, everybody? My name is Game Over. If you guys remember, or at least if you guys watched the top 5 favorite Overlord characters video, you know that not too long ago I watched Overlord. And if you did watch it, you would know that I didn't have really positive thoughts about it. It actually did make me a little bit angry, which annoyed me by the fact that a TV show could make me angry. It shouldn't. It's for entertainment, and I shouldn't take it seriously. I just didn't like some of the things in it. So after I watched that, I was kind of sad that I didn't like every single bit of it, and I only liked some parts of it. It's still a great anime, which I constantly kept on saying in the video, but I just felt like I felt sad that I didn't really like it that much. So I decided to get down into another anime to see if there's a trend going on, like if I'm starting to not like fighting scenes in animes, or like stop liking the plot of animes. And thankfully, thanks to this anime, I can gladly say that that's not the case. I flippin' love this anime. So, I welcome you all to my top 5 favorite One Punch Man characters. I flippin' love this anime so flippin' much. The comedy's great, the story's amazing, the fight scenes are epic, the art style is awesome, and not to mention the characters are lovable as flippin' hell. Except I've only watched it about 15 times now, and I cannot remember all their names. So I need to get the names up, so give me a second. Okay, so coming in at my number 5, it will have to be the female character who we barely see anything of. It has to be Tatsumaki, for multiple reasons that I'm going to get into at the moment. But first of all, the good reasons why she's at my number 5. She's a great character, and I like her art style, the whole entire floating thing about her. Not to mention, she's kind of just a bratty child, which is funny to me. She's just a bratty child. That's what she is. She's a bratty child who has too much power, so she doesn't take anything seriously. And she just pouts all the time, which is basically a tsundere. The only problem is she's not in love with anybody. Or at least not in Season 1. I've only seen Season 1 so far, and I've only just downloaded Season 2. But the reason why she's at my number 5 is because she's a bratty child. Which, if I explain it more, like, seeing her pout and all that about, I bet you think that I cannot take this guy on. Well, watch me do it. That's funny. But then when she degrades and basically destroys other heroes and basically just goes, basically just making fun of other heroes, I kind of just, that's where she falls apart. It's just like, why is this necessary? I mean, I get that she's way too powerful, she thinks that everyone's beneath her, and that everybody should just get out of the way and let her deal with it, but what's the point in derailing and making fun of every single other hero just for trying? I know that that's part of her character, and that's how she grows, and that's how she, like, grows as a character to learn, how to be respectful to other heroes, but plot relevance does not stand in for me liking a character more. Just because it's for the plot doesn't mean I'm gonna like the character more. So that's why she's at my number 5. I've instantly forgotten her name. Okay, so next is, am I saying this right? Momen Rider. I think that's how they say it in the anime. I'm right now looking at the word, and it has a U in it. Is it Mumen Rider? Is in the anime it's called Mumen Rider? I'm gonna call him Momen Rider because that's what he says. But yeah, Momen Rider is just an average dude. That's what he is. He's an average G.I. Joe. But he's top of Class C. He's Class C hero, number 1 in the Class C section of heroes. Which blows my flippin' mind. He's literally just a dude on a bike. But the reason why he's number one, I think, is because he's not taking on super buff superhumans. He's taking out thugs, people who are stealing purses, holding guns in alleyways. That's what he's doing. And what I like is the fact that he trots up with his bike and then throws his bike onto his opponent. I love it. I love that. It's so flippin' cool. Moment Rider is amazing. The only reason why he's not a higher character, I don't actually know why. It's just that when you say, who's your favorite top 5 characters, I can't see him past number 4. He's better than the Tornado Girl. I forgot her name. But apart from that, everyone else I just feel a better connection to. Like, if you put all these guys, like, my top 5 favorite characters all on podiums, and then you took out 1, 2, and 3, and just said, choose your character, I would choose Moment Rider. But if you put 3 up on the board, I'm gonna choose number 3, for the reason why I'll get into in a second, but I just don't see him any further. And there's no reason for it. I love the character, I just don't see him past my top 4. That's it. So that's why Moment Rider's at my top 4. He's flippin' amazing. Coming in at my top 3, I don't think he has an actual name. However, he did call himself the Sea King, so I'm gonna call him the Sea King. He is an amazing villain. He is an awesome... He just showed up and started wrecking people. And he did not get defeated by anyone. He got completely and utterly just... Like, everyone has hit him with their strongest attack, and he has managed to take out each and every one of them until Saitama just showed up and he was just like, oh, okay, time to die. Yeah, the reason why he's at my number 3 is because while he is an amazing character, he's still a villain, and a villain is meant to get destroyed. So I'm actually kind of sad that I didn't get to see more of him, like he wasn't a recurring villain. Like he didn't try to come back or anything. He was just, Saitama showed up and he was dead. In that sense, I'm relatively sad because I want to see more of him. But it makes sense because Saitama is way too strong for his own good. And that is why the Sea King is at my number 3. Now, for my number 2. Number 2 is going to be Genos. Genos is an awesome flippin' character. I like him. I love him so damn much. He takes everything seriously. It's like it's like a more what's the word? Not a more serious, but a more damn it, I can't think of the word. The word where you expand, like, you take a situation and then you turn it to the extreme. What anime does with everything. What's that flippin' exaggeration? There we go. It's like an exaggerated version of My Hero Academia's All Might and Deku situation. Deku jots down everything that All Might says because he's trying to teach him how to be a hero, and All Might has zero flipping clue how to teach people. This is a more extreme version of that, where Saitama literally has zero clue what he's doing, and he's literally reading off the back of a cereal box to teach Genos, and Genos is literally writing down every little thing that Saitama says, when Saitama literally just wants to walk out the door and go and do hero stuff. He doesn't want a disciple, he just decided to. So yeah, Genos is flippin' amazing. The only reason why Genos does not get up my number 2 is because the one at my number 1 is just way too flippin' awesome to not be at number 1. Genos is amazing, and he's so flipping cool. However, the person at my number 1, even though it's... I'll just get to it right now. The person at my number 1 is Saitama. Saitama's too cool to be anywhere but number 1. He's too He's funny. The writers know how to make him funny. They do it perfectly. He is powerful. Every fighting scene with him in it looks absolutely amazing. It's awesome. And it's just his personality is just too funny. His personality is he doesn't care about anything. He just wants to fight someone strong enough for him to go 100%. He literally has a move called slow consecutive punches, and that destroys everything. He hit a dude with his most powerful attack, and he said, time for me to use my strongest attack. One punch at full capacity. That is awesome. I love it so damn much. I love it. I love it. Saitama is at my number 1 because he's too badass and bossly and funny to be at anything else, and I'm gonna break my watch if I keep on slamming my knee. So that's my top 5 favorite characters. So it's Saitama at number 1, Genos at number 2, Sea King at number 3, Moment Rider at number 4, and Tornado Girl at number 5. Now it's time to get into the plot of Season 1, because I have not seen Season 2 yet. Okay, so, the plot of Season 1, basically, it shows up with a villain attacking a dude. There isn't much of a plot. There isn't much of a plot. So, a villain is attacking people, and he's about to kill a child, but then Saitama shows up, and he's just like, I'm just a dude who's a hero for fun, which is his catchphrase, and I love it. He punches the dude, and he's dead. The next day, he, like, beats up another villain who, he was dreaming of mole people who were strong enough to, like, go up against him. And then when he woke up, the mole people were down there and he just easily took them all out. So that he got sad about that. But then a moth lady, or a mosquito lady, who can, basically a queen mosquito who controls a bunch of mosquitoes to drain people's blood, they drain enough of a person's blood to kill them, basically. She is destroying the town, or at least killing everybody in the town. And Genos shows up for the first time, and we get to see him fight. He does an insanely great job, except after he takes out all the mosquitoes, and the Mosquito Queen is at her full power already, he gets torn apart, and Saitama shows up completely nude to save the day. He backslaps the Mosquito Queen, and she's just dead in a massive splat of pain against the wall. It is awesome. She's just up against the wall, dead. Like, you can't even see if it's her. She just splats. It's like if you got an actual mosquito, put it on your hand, and then smashed it against the wall. That is her. Except there's no body parts. There's just red. There's just red against the wall. It's amazing. After that, Genos says, please let me be your disciple, Saitama. And Saitama agrees to it, but then realizes what he agreed to. After that, he says, I'm not going to be your disciple. Then later on, he says, if you do this for me, then I will make you my disciple. So he goes and takes out another villain team who are literally nothing. I don't think that they're important. And then realizes that no one knows his name, which is kind of weird. The strongest man on the planet, no one knows his name. It's kind of weird. So he realizes that it's because he's not enrolled as a professional hero. There's actually, when he first became a hero, they literally only just made a thing where you can enroll to be a hero. And he didn't know about it. So it literally says, if you're not enrolled to be a hero and you're saving people, you're nothing but a weirdo in a suit. That was it. You're just a weirdo in a suit. So he decides to enroll in the program. He destroys everything. He does that sidestepping thing insanely fast. He basically outranks everyone in that whole ordeal. He punches a machine to test strength, and it literally gets destroyed and goes through the back wall. he basically destroys the whole entire training ground. I wouldn't be surprised if he was the very last person in each and every one, because I don't see how any other hero, if he was the first, I don't see how any other hero would be able to test himself. But after the event, Genos got S because he said that he was the one who took down a villain way back when it was actually Saitama. And Saitama got C, which, in my rank, is Mega Bull. That is complete and utter bull, but I know why they did it. It's because of plot. So, now Saitama is a C rank hero, and he has to do hero-ness once every week, otherwise he's off the hero list. So he does that until, the Sea King. Basically, he stops a meteor from crashing onto his city by just punching it. It punches into pieces, then splits off into more pieces, then splits off into more pieces, then splits off into more pieces, until the bits are literally specks of dust. It's amazing. But then he gets a bad rep because it's just like, you stepped in, everybody's like, you stepped in at the last minute to steal all the glory and get incredibly high, get an incredibly high ranking in the Sea thing, so now everybody hates him. Then the Sea King shows up, everyone fails at fighting the Sea King. Saitama shows up, gets punched in the face, and he literally just goes, duh. It's literally like a spring sort of thing where you pull it down and it goes back up and springs up a little bit and then goes back to normal. That's basically what Saitama's head did. Then he just punched the dude once and he was dead. It was over. But because everybody was like, or at least one asshole in a group of people was like, if one C-class hero managed to destroy him, all the S, A, and B-class heroes must be incredibly weak. And so Saitama, to make all the other heroes, like, be appreciated, he said, God, I'm so happy that I got here when I did so that I could steal all the glory. I'm glad that all the other heroes came and fight this thing to make it super weak. Hey, if anybody says that I didn't take out this thing, I'll punch them. So, that's also another reason why I like Saitama. He just doesn't care. He doesn't. He does not care. That's his whole thing. I don't care what people think or what your backstory is. I just want to fight something strong. Actually, no. There is one scene where, back to the meteor thing, he was talking, they were saying, oh, you're the person who, destroyed the meteor, but it still destroyed some of the town. How dare you show your face around here? Oh, god damn, everybody here is homeless because of you, because you destroyed the meteor. How could you? He literally destroys the heroes that were trying to just tarnish his reputation. And then he looks at everyone and is like, yes, I'm the person who destroyed the meteor. And are you guys actually angry about that? He was gonna continue, I know he was gonna continue on and say something along the lines of, I'm the only reason why you guys are still alive. Are you guys seriously angry that I destroyed the meteor? Yeah, I cannot remember what he actually said, but basically that's another scene that I like. He literally got angry at every single other person for getting angry at him for saving their life. It's amazing. I love Saitama so damn much. Mostly just because of the humor and his strength, but also just because his character. It's awesome, and I cannot wait to see Season 2. But yeah, he basically, after he was saying, I'm happy every single other hero came to make this guy super weak, he was lying. The humans behind him literally said, wow, that makes me really appreciate all of the heroes who failed to take on this guy. Which, I don't know, that whole scene warmed my heart instead of making me feel bad. That was like, God, Saitama really is awesome. Then it continues on, where we're just chucked into a situation where, oh, aliens are attacking. It's like taking a baby. If you imagine this situation, imagine you picked up a baby, and a portal just opened right in front of you to a swimming center. It's directly in a pool, and you just chucked your baby into the swimming center pool. That's basically what just happened with this episode, because directly after this, the next episode, it literally begins with aliens are attacking! A massive alien ship is just directly in the center of the city, and aliens are attacking! And all the heroes are inside, including Saitama, is inside the ship, dealing with the aliens. We're just chucked into that situation. It's just, oh, that's super cool that Saitama did this. Oh, what's the next episode? Aliens are attacking! So Saitama's like, he's just I'm not even gonna say he's running. He's just jogging through this whole entire alien ship, and he's just punching every single door, trying to find the main guy, while everyone else is fighting the strongest henchman he had. Saitama literally punching through every single door, looking around the whole entire thing, destroying everything. And a dude's like, please, just stop, I promise we'll go home, please. And he's like, I would leave, and he just says to the dude, I would leave the ship, but I'm lost, I don't know where I'm going. So he's just like, okay, well, I will lead you to the exit. Please turn right. And he's like, so the exit is right. I'm gonna turn left. And just jogs left. And then he just goes into the main ship room, destroys the guy who's controlling the ship, and then finds the head honcho guy. And the head honcho guy has the exact same backstory as Saitama. He's insanely strong, literally no one can beat him, but a prophecy foretold that there would be one dude who's strong enough to go up against him. And so he sees Saitama, yes, let's fight! They fight, it's amazing, I absolutely love it. Saitama early destroys him, and he's just like, it looks like they were both like equally matched, sort of, but then at the end of the fight, he's just like, but I can tell. You were holding back, weren't you? I never stood a chance. And the fact that Saitama didn't tell him no, that made me genuinely scared of Saitama. How strong is Saitama? Because before I watched One Punch Man, my friends told me about how strong Saitama is, and he's literally the strongest person out there. And at that moment that they told me that, I finished watching My Hero Academia Season 3. So I was like, wait, hold on a second, what's his strongest punch that he's ever done on camera? Because at the moment, I've seen All Might punch a slime dude, and he punched so hard that the weather turned from a sunny day into raining. So, how strong is Saitama? Saitama is able to jump from the moon back down to Earth and survive. Saitama is strong enough to punch someone and leave a crack in the sky. The clouds just split when he punches all around the world. There's a racing track all around the world of clouds. I don't think that there is a spectrum to put I think Saitama is as strong as the plot needs him to be. I think that that's probably the best way I can explain this. He is strong, and his only limit is wherever the plot needs there to be a limit. And because there is no limit yet, that means he's unbeatable at the moment. And then there's the Shaggy meme where Shaggy was fighting Saitama, and Shaggy was not even using 10% of his power. I still don't understand the Shaggy. Where did that even come from? I love it so damn much. But that's pretty much all that happened. After the events of beating the head honcho of the alien thing, the tornado lady got angry at Saitama because she was like, I could have taken him on all by myself. You didn't need to fight, yada yada yada. And Saitama was just like, hey Genos, can you please shut up this kid? And then Genos gets utterly obliterated. His arm ends up falling off. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Saitama now knows that she's not, like, weak. But yeah, that's pretty much where the season ends. And I'm super excited for Season 2. My friends told me that Season 2 does its art style is not as good as season 1, but honestly, as long as the story is as good as season 1, the humor is as good as season 1, and the characteristics and personality of characters is as good as season 1, I am happy. I am overjoyed as long as it keeps the plot, characteristics, and humor as season 1. I know I'm gonna love season 2. I just don't know which one I'm gonna like more, season 1 or season 2. I think season 1 has a really, because it has a good art style, season 1 has a really good running start of being my favorite. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I have for my top 5 favorite One Punch Man characters. And look at that, record time! At this moment, it's only just gone to 28 minutes. Holy shoot! Wow, okay. That's record time for me. This is record time for me to finish a video of the top 5 favorite anime characters. So let's end the video there. Thanks again thank you all for watching this video. If you did like it, please punch that like button. And if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button so then you never miss a beat and never miss a video as soon as it comes out. And if you have any top 5 favorite One Punch Man characters, please let me know. If you have any, like, I want to hear your opinion. If you have a different opinion to me on who your favorite characters are and you have a good reason for it, I would love to hear it. I love reading your comments and all that. It's great. Also, if you have a top 5 favorite animes or a top 5 favorite anime character list out of all animes, be sure to let me know. I might make a video on everybody's top 5 favorite anime characters, just so that I can say my opinion on your list and understand what your interests are. But yeah, thanks again for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. And with no game to be over, see you guys in the next one.
Game